is to execute SQL queries based on the DDL commands. Practical significance: design database by applying the constraints and modify the structure of the table. These practical skills will help them to create a proper database. Relevant program outcomes: basic knowledge, discipline knowledge, experiments and practice, engineering tools, communication, and lifelong learning. Competency and practical skills. This practical is expect to develop the following skill, that is to create and modify the database structure for maintaining any information. In this you will be writing and executing SQL queries for creating and altering table structure with all the integrity constraints. Write and execute SQL queries for changing the structure of the table. Write and execute SQL queries for removing the structure of the table and renaming the table names. Relevant course outcomes: create and manage database using SQL command. Practical outcomes, that is write and execute SQL queries for creating and modifying the database structure. Relevant affective domain related outcomes: select proper SQL statements for creation and modification of database structure, follow safety measures, and follow ethical practices. Minimum theoretical background of the basic SQL data types like char, varchar, number, date, long, raw, and long raw. Then DDL commands. It is a set of SQL commands used to create, modify, and delete a database structure, but not the data. This command normally used by DBA, that is the database administrator. We have commands like create, alter, drop, rename, and truncate and describe. Procedure: normalize the database, create a database, alter the database, and drop the database. These are the resources required, the specifications. Precautions: all SQL statements must end with a semicolon. White space used in SQL to describe the blanks and tabs, and follow safety practices. Now these are the actual resources that we have used. The configuration of the system, Windows 10, and the software is SQL. Now this is what you get the first screen when you open your SQL. So here it will be asking for the username. By default we will be using the username as a Scott. So once you type a Scott and press enter, you will be requiring a password to enter. Here the password is Tiger. So when you type a password, you cannot view here any special characters. So make sure you write your password correctly. Once you type your password and say enter, it will be showing here that is connected to. So connected to the Oracle Database 11G Enterprise Edition. So we have this Oracle Database 11G Enterprise Edition. So it is connected. Now if I don't want to view this content, I can directly write clear screen. So this will clear the screen. So enter. So this is how you can clear the screen. So starting with the first query, that is creating a table. So here I am creating a table employee. So create table employee. Then the column name, that is EMP number. Type integer, not null. You can write a number also, but you have to specify the number of digits that can be accepted. When you write integer, by default it is 38 digits, up to 38 digits. Not null means whenever I want to enter a value in this table, it should not be empty. Then we have a second column, that is ename, which is of type varchar2 and size 20, that is a variable character length. Then next column is department number of type integer, similar department name of type varchar2, a job ID of type integer, salary of type integer. Then I am adding a constraint, that is pk employee, means primary key for a table employee. So pk employee is the name of my constraint, and then primary key, and then I am specifying the column on which I want to apply the constraint, that is the EMP NO. So here I have already specified not null. If I have not specified not null, because of this constraint, it will automatically be not null, and also it will be the unique. So once if your query is completely right, end it with the semicolon. it will show as a table created. So if all the structure is proper, then it will show the table created. Then using the describe command, that is DESC, and the table name, you can view the structure of the database. So what we can see here is EMP number not null. So it will help you to understand whether the particular column requires that can be empty or not. So by not null, as I said, for integer by default it is type number up to 38 digits. Similarly for ename, you can see the same that is specified by us when we are return a query. So this is the column names. Here it will specify whether that column can be empty or not, and here is the data type. So this is how we have described the table employee. Similarly, we have creating another table, that is a create table department. In this department, we have a column name as integer, department number of type integer, employee number of type integer, department name of type varchar2, location of type varchar2. Then we can see here the constraint pk department, primary key, department number, which states that the department number, this variable or this column, should be unique and not null, that is the primary key. Then we have another constraint here, that is fk employee, then foreign key. So this is we are applying a foreign key on which column, that is EMP that is EMP number here of this department table, which references EMP number of employee table. So what it states that this column EMP number will take only the values that are given in the EMP number of your employee table. It will not accept any values beyond that. So if all your syntax is correct, end the query with your semicolon and your table will be created. Similarly, describe the department table. So we can see here 4 columns, out of which department number is a not null and the type of that particular columns. So this is how we have created a table and described a table. Now these are some practical related questions that is specified in the manuals. Like create an employee table, we have used the same example, and again we have here create table employee and department and apply primary key and foreign key. Then some theory related questions, that is list the DDL commands with the syntax, use of describe commands, analyze the difference between the drop and truncate command. These are theoretical questions that we have already covered in our theory session. Now these are some exercise. So student can perform this exercise, like creating a table student and changing the structure by adding a column, increasing the size, and then we have 2 queries specified here. So once you execute this query, you have to write the output here. That one is for creating table, one is for alter table. So you have to write the output. So this is what we have in this